fifth grade team. Just want to cover a few things that are in this week's slides for ELA for synchronous small group reading time. So there are lots of slides. Slides 1 through 19 are all about fiction versus nonfiction. And so it's kind of covering in more depth what we've already talked about with the kiddos in terms of fiction and nonfiction. And the mini lessons go along with that as well. So my recommendation would be to try to spend Monday's lesson getting through as much of this as you can. There's a quizzes towards the end. And then the rest of the slides cover the read aloud books that we are featuring this week. So my suggestion, if you want to follow it, take it or leave it, would be to kind of preview with them on the Monday and the Wednesday what they're going to be reading about. There's a ridiculous little video in here about how to build your listening comprehension. And then also, I would recommend talking to them on that Monday and that Wednesday before, or depending on when you see them for reading, they may have heard the read aloud already, but just really talking to them about the background of the stories. And then the following day, this was what I was talking about the picture retell. So you have a link here that'll take you to the pictures for the stories. And what we talked about at our meeting was kind of just doing like a little wraparound where you show the kids a picture, choose someone to tell you, oh, what was this about? Can you describe this picture? And then you can, you can move those little boxes out of the way if the kids, these little boxes are hiding the text. But if the kids are struggling, you can, of course, go ahead and remove those boxes and give them some hints and clues to help them. So that's one way to check their comprehension of the story pretty easily. And then there are vocabulary words that are used within the context of the story. So you can go over those with the kids and get, more delve more deeply into the story if you think the kids' level is appropriate for that. There's also a fluency presentation in the slides. So if you link to it, you can talk to your kids about what fluency is and kind of talk to them about why it's important. That's all in this little attached Google slide. And then if you feel your children need fluency help, there's a slide on different ways to practice your fluency. You and the kids can pick one or two to try. And then they have, there is an actual passage from the text there that you can practice your fluency with the children on. But if you feel that your kids are more advanced and they don't need the fluency help, there are comprehension questions. You can click here to get a little link to the text that it's discussing in case the kids need to look back, which I'm sure they will. And that is for probably your upper level readers. Then there's just a slide reminding you to go on to Schoology and check out the writing assignments to make sure the kids understand. And then 30 Minutes Over Oregon pretty much follows the same pattern and the same opportunities. So I would go with fluency for the students who are struggling readers, and I would go with the comprehension questions for students who are more advanced. Obviously, all just suggestions. Have fun with the books.